and we get all kinds of packages in the mail. And you open them up, there's a bunch of junk in there, crazy uh, costumes and different things they send us, and they call it all the time. Just want to wish you a happy birthday, and then that fag in there, you can do this and do that. You need to get away from that fag, and I mean, it's just that every day, 24/7, for the last about 6 months. I've called the FBI, and they say, well, it'll have to work with local police. I've talked to the local police. I've talked to AT&T, and I'm working with them now. I'm to see if somebody can't do something about all these calls we get 24/7, and that's what's aggravating me more than anything. And one thing about that, but then I was telling him, he needs to get off there, and he'll be unplugging the phones for a while and stuff like that. And that's all that's bothering us here is these people online that's making money sold T-shirt with Ian's picture on it, and wasn't too good of a picture of him, and just make money. That's the only reason on there. And this is his best friend on here that Manny worked for the last 8 or 9 years or so, and he was 93 years old when he died. He was 80 something before Ian ever met him, and he's took him to hospitals. He's took him to doctors. He's done different things to help him. He's went to Walmart for him and run errands for him. And when he was in a nursing home for a while, he'd go down and visit with him, and whatever he needed, Ian go get it for him, or stuff like that. But here, work very strong. Rest in peace, Mom. That's his mom that's passed away, and rest in peace, Hogan, and rest in peace, Saul. That's that old friend of his. They send pictures like that, and they talk about him all the time. And that's saying they're going to come up here, and that's the guy. Saying they're going to come here and kill his dog, and he's got a pet here that's in the house that we both love very much, and he's very comforting to us, both of us, and I never did want a dog in my house, but this one here is a special dog, and anyway, it's none of their business. As far as I know, what they're doing is trying to tell me what I ought to do and what I ought not to do, and that's making my blood pressure high and aggravating me more than anything. I've never had any blood pressure problem really until the last few months, and last 6 months, well, about 5 6 months, and this stuff here is what started it all. Just getting you up there over why are people so stupid and so disrespectful that they've got to call and talk like they do on this telephone. And they call from all over the United States. They use phones. I've tried to call it back, and it's not in use anymore. And they use these numbers and they call because they try to camouflage them before we'll answer the phone. And a lot of them are Haiti numbers. Some of them's a hospital, and just different things. And all that stuff ought to be illegal, and it ought to be against the law, and it ought to be a federal law calling from all over the United States, and they call the police, and they come here to our house and at 11 o'clock at night, and see, just said,
they impersonated the police department.
Yeah, they impersonated the police department on the line, act like there's police and whatever. All that stuff ought to be criminal stuff. And I'm going to try. I'm going to keep calling until I get someone that listens and does something about it,
because what they're trying to do is get me.
They ought to be. We got a little bit of rights on this end of it.
But they're trying to get me removed from being able to stay with you and help you by saying that I abuse you.
They're not going to do that. Abuse you. I don't know how you abuse anybody. You can't abuse anybody because you raise your voice once in a while. That's not, where you're yelling at each other across the house.
Just because we argue or we get frustrated, it doesn't mean that we are abusing one another.
We just talk about it. And we don't argue very much.
No, we don't. Especially when we don't get messed with.
Once every week or two, and it's over because we can't hear each other good in the house. But anyway.
My grandpa wanted to say this, guys, because you know, when that guy puts on a suit that's called and called him a fat bastard and everything else, and then he did that thing on Iceman's, and he says he pulled down his pants and it was a fake pee-pee. But who knows that other than himself? That's the guy that's going to accuse me of elder abusing my grandpa, the guy that has bullied me for months. And then Filthy Animal, the one who called, he called senior services while alive. Who does that? If he was going to report me seriously, he would have called him privately. You wouldn't call him and make a spectacle out of it. I mean, does that sound about right?
I don't know exactly what it said.
I mean, you wouldn't get in front of 100 people to call about somebody or something, No, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I guess you would be that kind of person.
Yeah.
Some people,
we were at my grandfather's son's, my uncle's house. When I was out in the garage talking to y'all just like this, what'd somebody say? They're calling your aunt and pretending to be the maintenance man. I went straight inside the house, and what happened? What happened, Grandpa? Yeah. What happened when I came inside? Didn't somebody call Aunt Dee Dee?
Oh, yeah. She got a phone call then, and
I may have only said
about it. Most people in the family's been called and harassed and trying to get.
And I didn't say her name. I didn't say her name at all ever. I said we're going up to the D's. We have a couple different family members. So how he knew where I was and with who out of my whole family that one night, we only went up there for a night. That's stalking. I mean,
weather's gonna get bad.
Wouldn't you call that stalking?
Yeah, I mean somebody come up your door one time, knocked on the door and wouldn't tell me his name.
Well, no, they said
I didn't need to talk to him if they didn't have a last name. And he turned around and walked off. He had a hoodie on, and
the people
his face almost all completely covered.
I told him that I forgave him, and those people that are trying to report me for elder abuse, they're mad they're mad at him and mad at me because I chose to forgive him because he stopped messing with me.
Okay.
And
I don't know. I guess I'm getting a little flabby, but I'm 6'1" and weigh about 208 pounds, so that's not too bad.
Grandpa, you're fine. I don't want to. I mean, I want us to get our numbers changed like they've told me to get us done, so they can't keep calling.
Well, I'll call them.
So we need to make sure we get that done this morning.
I'll be talking to AT&T tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you saying you wanted to come on here because, yeah, that guy got on there and made a video and is dressing it in a suit and everything. They're acting like they're serious, so, which would be a major mess up of reporting. You need this bigger light on still?
Yeah.
Okay. Try to tell me how try to talk about my grandfather's relationship with Charlie, world famous Charlie B. Gonna talk about an ass and sub. But go ahead, unsub. I don't want your sub, Charlie. At least I didn't make fun of him. I'm not still trying to hang around people that made fun of me for having a snot bubble, taking advantage of you streaming something that you was trying to share with people like I've done. I thought we shared something in common there, but I guess you don't give a shit. I haven't done nothing wrong. What I worry about, though, is because if say these people just hear what they say, just looked at their videos, and there were no videos or records here, and my granddad talking on his own, then we got to deal with answering a shit ton of questions at first if they do show up. So, if they're going to investigate online or whatever, like MC and them are trying to put out there and say, then they can investigate my channel just as much. Like, I don't care. Everything I take or do when I've ever streamed has been prescribed. It's never been illegal. You know, but he's talking about an old thing that I did back in the day, which was stupid. So stupid I took it down immediately. But that's how far back they were waiting to prey on me, that they got that, and they're acting like that I asked for money one time for unlicensed weed or whatever, which doesn't make any sense seeing as I've never lost my license. But, you know, people do what they do. Oh, they might try to say it's because I hit my allotment limit, but that's not true either. Yeah, calling me repeatedly. I will. That's fine, you know, like, because see, I've had to be checked on the registry. I've worked another thing the senior services department can see. They'll see how many times I've worked for in-home healthcare agencies, and they'll see that I've never been on the shit list. So that's what I got to say to y'all now, Mr. Filthy Animal and MC. Leave us alone and stop trying to now use the state of Missouri to harass us. Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah.
Hey, put me on hold. Mess around. I'm gonna go up and write checks. Pay my checks. $8, they close at dinner.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay it today, they won't go through till tomorrow. I'll tell them.
Well, you want me to do it?
Well, no, you.
All right. Well then, I guess what I'm about to do is I'm about to let me get a light from the screen recorders in the back. Huh. Make sure to include that in your investigation. Filthy. Oh, I'm about to take a shower, guys. Afterwards, who knows? May do a tutorial on making lunch or some crap. See y'all later. Peace out. Square Works out.